They towed my truck without warning, so I towed their entire parking lot. It started on a Monday morning when I stepped outside for work and found my driveway empty. No note, no call, just tire marks where my truck had been. For 10 years, that space had been mine, registered, tagged, and paid for. But the HOA had decided my old F-250 didn't fit the neighborhood aesthetic. They called it an eyesore. I called it my livelihood. I walked down to their office, still in my work boots, and found the president smiling like she'd done me a favor. "Rules are rules," she said. I asked which rule. She pointed to a new line in their bylaws: vehicles over 6 feet tall prohibited in residential view. That amendment didn't exist last month. They had written it, voted on it without notice, and used it to take my truck. Anger hit first. Then the plan followed. Because if they could play paperwork games, so could I. I called the impound lot and found my truck behind a locked gate. I paid the fee, filmed the receipt, and documented every word the clerk said about who authorized the tow. HOA's signature, HOA's liability. That night, I called my cousin. He runs a towing company, the kind that hauls 18-wheelers. I showed him my deed, the community parking layout, and the section of road the HOA claimed as private property. Turns out it wasn't private at all. The easement was still under the county, meaning every vehicle parked on that stretch could legally be towed by a licensed contractor for obstructing a public right-of-way. At sunrise, 3 tow trucks rolled in. Chains rattled, hydraulics hissed, and one by one, the HOA board's shiny SUVs, golf carts, and sedans were lifted off the asphalt. Neighbors came out filming, laughing, cheering. I stood by the mailbox, coffee in hand, watching justice on 4 wheels. By noon, the entire parking lot was empty, just oil stains and silence. The HOA called the sheriff. The sheriff called the county. The county confirmed the easement and shrugged. Everything had been by the book. That afternoon, the same president who'd smiled at me stood at my gate, red-faced and trembling. "You can't do this," she shouted. I handed her copies of the easement documents and the towing permits. "I didn't," I said. "The county did." 2 days later, they paid my impound fees, retracted the bylaw, and sent out a community apology letter. Now my truck sits exactly where it belongs, gleaming in the sun, insured and unbothered. And every time I drive past that empty parking lot, I remember, rules are rules. If you enjoyed seeing arrogance towed away by truth, subscribe for more.